What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. It's your boy Sly Jordy and welcome to F1 25's Breaking Point 3, the third iteration obviously of the Breaking Point story that started in F1 2021. I didn't play that one personally, but the most relevant one that you need to play would be F1 23's Breaking Point 2, which was the beginning of this custom Konnersport team. So yeah, we played Breaking Point 2 earlier on this month, or was it last month? I don't know, but we're 3 days into early access now. This is the final day of it, or at least we're approaching the end of early access, and then tomorrow at 4 PM the rest of you will be able to play the game. Or is it just midnight? I don't know when you guys will be able to play it if you didn't pre-order the game, but I'm really looking forward to this. I already have my theories based on the trailer over what the story's going to be, whatnot. I'm really excited, so let's just get into it. We'll go with the new expert difficulty, as we've played quite a bit of career mode already, and I'm a lot better at the game than I honestly thought I would be. So I genuinely think expert difficulty is going to be quite easy for us. So, well, not easy, but quite suitable for us, I should say. So, without further ado, let's get Breaking Point 3 finally underway.
Previously, in Breaking Point,
I never really cared before,
the first
but
time you see a car,
when I played Breaking Point 2 recently, I really loved
Ferrari,
it. So,
McLaren, Mercedes,
here we are.
that's what it's all about.
Aiden, listen. Between you and me, I don't think this team is right for me.
Callie Mayer becomes the first woman ever to win the F2 championship. What about
So we'll be following Aiden Jackson, Callie Mayer, Devin Butler, Casper Ackerman.
Devin Butler now? Oh, that's not good! Oh no! Devin Butler spins! He's out!
It was his hearing. He'd been keeping it from us.
Done.
I think maybe he'd been trying to keep it from himself. So if Devon, your son, can't drive, how about your daughter?
Callie Mayer becomes the first female driver of the modern era to participate in an F1 race. Here she comes! But there's contact between the two Konnersport drivers!
Aiden, are you alright? It's just another Butler.
Konnersport teammates not exactly doing each other any favours this afternoon.
What is Aiden playing at? But he was too good for the team. He
Mm.
just had a bit of an attitude problem.
Enough!
Yup.
It has to stop. Understand?
I must take care of the business, Kelly. Who do you think will inherit it after I'm gone?
Well,
Oh yeah, we got Davidoff Butler as well, the father of Devin Butler and Callie Mayer.
fight for me. He never listened to me. He always listened to you.
You always like to leave all this behind, don't you?
It's the most difficult thing I've ever done.
I didn't choose this, Casper.
I've had an entire season of you whispering in people's ears. I'm asking you to leave the meeting.
See, this is where
This is not
I
your team.
thought that
After
Casper would
today,
be getting
you might
fired
not
because of
exist.
this.
Coming, Devon?
So I'm quite interested to see if he does get fired,
You all know what's at
and
stake.
if he's team principal going
If we
into this
race
new
as
season.
individuals
We'll be starting in
today,
2024
the
if
team
the
dies.
first
I'm
couple
sorry.
breaking points are anything to go by.
I will forgive you on one condition.
What's that?
You get your share of the points.
Aiden's out. I heard.
Sure about this?
I'm sure about everything.
Is this a team order?
She's not going to make up that much ground. It can't be done. Just cruise it in, Cal. Trust me, you watch her go.
And to the checker flag for one final time. That is some race from Callie Mayer.
What an incredible performance by her today. Konnersport sure will be very delighted with that one.
There we go. Now we lead in. Bahrain, day 3 of 2024 pre-season testing. Fresh off the nail-biting finish to their 2023 campaign, Konnersport head into pre-season testing in Bahrain as a clear underdog on the grid. However, the team under new management has been hard at work, looking to prove their doubters wrong. Here we are. The new 2024 car. And they secured the funding from Davidoff Butler. An extra contract there. Oh wow. Some extra detail on the cutscenes on the models there. Wowza! And obviously F125 has left last gen behind, so we got some extra graphical fidelity, you already know, from the first couple career mode episodes. Thank you for all the support on those episodes, by the way. Those have done insanely well.
It looks super competitive as always.
No, you're not wrong, Ant. Red Bull and Ferrari have looked impressive as expected, but it's Konnersport that have really been the talk of the paddock so far this week.
Looks like we'll be playing as Aiden. This is the 2024 Konnersport car.
We've got some great data over the past couple of days. We're all really happy, but let's make this a big, strong finish, yeah?
Yeah, copy.
Right, we've gone with a brand
Hopefully
new
this
setup
means
on the
eventually
car
we'll
here,
get
so just use
pre-season
this lap to get
testing in
accustomed
the
to
career mode.
changes.
That would be
Once you
really
feel like you're
cool.
happy enough with everything, you can come back to the pits at any time to end the session.
Okay,
Wow,
sounds
I
good.
assume not any time. We only
Great,
have
I'll
a
leave it up to you.
certain amount of fuel. Actually, we do have quite a bit, so you know. But we'll do the bare minimum. I want to get through the story. But this is my first time driving around Bahrain. The next career mode episode that I'm recording anyways in Bahrain. I haven't uploaded the Japanese Grand Prix just yet. That will be out tomorrow.
Oh, isn't it good to be back,
But the
Aiden?
car does feel
I missed
lovely.
this.
Yeah, you know me. Just getting back into the swing of things.
Of course. So weird hearing this Renault engine again after the last couple of days non-stop playing F125, to be honest. The F1 World Car obviously has the Renault engine again, so I've been getting used to a different engine sound just to get back into a 2024 car. We'll have a nice little look at it. It does look nice. Bit too much yellow. It looks kind of like almost blocky, particularly on like the front here. Not sure if I'm a massive fan compared to the 2023 car at least.
Right, we'd like you to push it on this next lap, please, mate.
Can do.
Right, I've left overtake on this whole time, which isn't nice. Too focused on the look of the car. But I could probably beat that target lap time with ERS off, to be honest. Target lap times are always easy,
Okay,
even in the
mate,
career
let's have
mode.
some feedback on the car, please. How's it feel?
Yep.
It does feel really nice.
Car's feeling great.
Lock up from Albon in front of us. That's the 2024 Williams. Yeah, the car feels beautiful. And this is the F1 World Car, so it will have that car's handling. But I am loving this game so far. If you guys watched the first two career mode episodes, really enjoying it. I had to turn the AI difficulty up to 100. For this next episode, that will be going out tomorrow, I actually turned it up even higher to 102. So, yeah, I am really enjoying the AI this year, and it's good that I'm pushing them to their limit, and I feel like they're pushing me to my limit now, and yeah, it's awesome. I don't know what difficulty this will be at though. Return to the pits when ready. Alright.
We're seeing really positive data from that run, so just when you're done, bring it back into the pits.
Copy.
Pitting this lap then. Come into the pits at the end of this lap.
Alright, and then we can properly get into the story here. But I guess this is to teach people how to play the game. Most players are going to be hopping into the story mode first.
Everything's looking good so far.
So having this is a good thing for them.
This car is a rocket ship. You guys have made a beast right here.
Could we be challenging for the constructors or maybe even the drivers? One of the key features they were talking about for Breaking Point 3 is getting to choose between Aiden Jackson and Callie Mayer. I think most people are going to be choosing Aiden, But as somebody who started with Breaking Point 3, I found Callie to be the much more likable character. Even though, you know, Callie doesn't have much going for herself. But I kind of just don't have, you know, I don't mind Callie. Whereas with Aiden, he got really annoying in Breaking Point 2. And he was a bit annoying in Breaking Point 1, but, you know, you could put that down to being a rookie or whatever. He was annoying in Breaking Point 1, but he was kind of unbearable in 2, you know? So I'm probably going to favour Callie, or at least I would, but we'll see how this goes.
I've already told Casper, let the car run a little wider out of turn 4. You can really extend the track there.
I don't know. We're already pretty close to track limits at that point.
Well, you're leaving time on the table, sis. Just let it run a little wider. It's all good.
But you're not the one behind the wheel, Dev.
We might be pushing our luck with the steward, so I'm gonna have to side with Callie on this one.
Ask Casper, he'll agree with me.
Oh, look at how good Bottas looks there.
Yeah, they're here now.
Of course, he's not in the game this year, other than this.
Devin,
I really wish they'd keep them.
So we look through the data, and if we adjust the ERS harvesting rate, we should see some improvement on those turns.
Told you.
Okay, settle down. Got someone who...
So we're not going the Netflix route this time?
They're listening now. Davidoff.
Good. So, as your new team owner...
Casper's still here.
Only right that I...
new team owner?
...my investments.
So Davidoff's bought the team.
Casper's just filled me in on
How do you go from nearly pulling out of funding to buying the entire team? That's crazy.
Impressed, but Red Bull's numbers are better, so there's still room for improvement.
Well, now we know what we're up against. I'm sure me and
Callie,
Aiden could...
don't have time to chat. All I wanted to say is
wow.
I'm expecting great things from our drivers this season. We all are. Just don't let yourselves down.
And no worries, Dad. We're all over it.
Good man. I'll fly out to Bahrain as soon as I can. Ciao.
Well, he's right, you know.
So he's the team owner now. Interesting.
Could be real contenders this
Bit of a drastic decision from him right there after nearly pulling out funding. Like, we secured it in the final race of the season in Breaking Point 2, and now he's completely done a 180 and decided to buy the whole team outright. So we're skipping all the way to Imola. So this is going to be my first time driving around Imola. While still early, Konnersport have had an encouraging start to the 2024 season. A series of impressive performances have surprised fans, pundits, and other teams on the grid alike.
We had an incredible start to the 24 season.
Wow, he looks good this year. The detail, man.
Do you think any of that was down to Davidoff Butler buying the team?
The lighting does so much work. Wow.
Pushing people's buttons to motivate them, as he would call it. Besides, both his kids were at Konnersport, so if there were any disagreements, which there were, he could be very...
persuasive. He would always get what he wanted.
Former team owner.
Why do you think I sold the team to him at the end of 2023?
Wow. Oh, this is familiar. You're the boss. Yeah, I know how these work. Legacy Media. Davidoff has arranged for a luxury watch brand, Eichenberger, to run an advertising campaign featuring Devon Callie and himself to promote their new product line. Eichenberger have been in contact asking when might be possible to arrange the filming. Currently, it would have to replace a pre-scheduled meeting about simulator data. How do you want to deal with this request? Well, I mean, he is the team owner, so it's only a pre-scheduled meeting on simulator data, so we'll prioritize it. All right. Well, we are so back. I'm actually really excited for this, which is crazy because it took me years to play Breaking Point 2 because I just wasn't interested, but I really missed out. And now I'm so excited for this. Wow. Okay. We're getting into it. All right. Let's look at the news, shall we? Jackson and Mayer against the odds. I'm not going to full-blown read it for you guys. You can read it yourselves. You can pause it. Who's this then? My face cam's in the way. Davidoff.
How's everything shaping up?
Pretty good. We're just about to go over the data from FP3. I want to encourage Callie to adjust the brake balance. She's still locking up coming out of turn 7. And as for Aiden,
Yeah, good. Thank you, Casper. Thanks. Yep. Casper, listen, we need another strong showing at Imola.
Of course.
Getting a great result in Ferrari homeland would show that we're serious about making the top 3.
And we are, as you know. We've delivered a good car this year, so don't we...
But there's always a better car around the corner. Also, I understand my old friend Ernst has been in touch about a shoot with some watches.
Yeah, Eigenberger. Yes, I've given it the go-ahead.
Very good. It's important. I'll tell Devon, you tell California. Anyhow, I got another call to make. Must be off. Ciao.
Wow. Socials, okay. I was never really too interested in these. I don't really read much into socials in real life, to be honest. So, you know. I'm more interested in the news and this stuff. FP3 data. Devon Butler. Casper, I can't seem to get a hold of you. Answer your phone, mate. Answer your phone, mate! I've been looking at some of the data from qualifying, and I really do think we're missing a trick with the current tyre strategy. Trust me or thank you for it. Call me. And we got the attachment here. Aiden Jackson is 5th in the standings so far. Not bad. I wonder where Callie is then. Anyway, let's go to the race. Select a driver. So here we go. So this is also a thing in the My Team. I'll be doing probably a stream on My Team after we finish Breaking Points. So I'm not really going to focus on My Team this year. It's not going to be a huge focus anyway. I'm mainly going to be focused on driver career mode, but I'm aiming for at least maybe 2, maybe 3 seasons of My Team. But we'll do a lot more for driver career mode. Like I'm aiming for about 5, about as much as we did for F1 23. Maybe we might be able to do more. Who knows? I think we'll start as Aiden. Why not? Oh, you will play as this driver for the rest of this chapter. Are you sure you want to proceed? Oh no, chapters are really short anyway. It don't matter. A matter of perspective, trophy earned, so that would be selecting the driver for the first time. With the race in full swing, Aiden Jackson sets his sights firmly on challenging the race leaders. So now we get to see what the difficulty feels like on Expert here. Again, I play on 102 AI difficulty for this particular game. Oh, Verstappen puts us off the road.
Verstappen's unaffected and he races on ahead.
Verstappen definitely benefits from that one. Was there room for it though? I'm not too sure.
Penalty, perhaps? Right, let's see what we can do.
Everything okay, Aiden? Not happy.
Finish in 3rd or above.
You've escaped unscathed. Now head down and let's go, yeah?
Okay. First laps of Imola, one of my favourite tracks. We might not get it in next year's game. Hopefully we get it like France and Portimao, where they get to keep the license for another couple of years. So we get it in F1 26. I would hate to, you know, have the new cars and not get to play around with the most challenging track on the calendar.
Okay to use your overtake button.
You might notice that we slipped off the curb a little bit. That was troubling. Anyway, let's knuckle down, see what we can do. Callie's ahead of us. I don't know where Verstappen is though. We've got some back markers in the way as well. Hogan is really getting in the way of Carlos Sainz, which is going to give us the run on the Spaniard right here. Wow, look at that side by side. I really love the AI this year. You would never have that on the last few games. Never ever. They would never fight that. Car feels a bit slicky coming out of that corner though, I won't lie. Again, I've not played Imola before, but you know, I really love the handling in this game. I love the AI. I just really love this game, you know. And compared to my feelings last year, this time last year, it's night and day. Well, Verstappen's P5 in front of us, and Callie will hopefully hold him up. We need to finish 3rd. Probably start trying to save some ERS as well. bit of battling there. I think Callie's held him up though, which is nice. Now, let's try and harvest a bit more. We'll make an aggressive move here.
Yeah, really good job on hitting that target, mate. Nice work. Still a long way to go, though.
Right, next up, Callie. Hopefully she doesn't make it too difficult for us. She doesn't have DRS, so it's not going to be too difficult. She'll cover the inside, but it'll be an easy move for us, which is good for Konnersport at the end of the day. Right, so Piastri's in front of us. We need to catch up to him. For the purple objective at least anyway. The one we really needed was 5th, which we got. Not the greatest way to take that corner, to be honest. But I think we'll get him. This car definitely feels a lot more slippier than the V-Carb that I've gotten used to driving in career mode. That car feels incredibly stable. Yeah, we got DRS this time, so this should be easy.
Okay, this is your final lap of the race.
Yeah, we seem to be at a suitable difficulty, so that's good. P3, podium for Konnersport. That's going to be amazing. Alright, Sergio Perez takes the win ahead of Charles Leclerc.
Yes, and that's a podium.
And we got a
Excellent
podium.
drive. The whole
Aiden
team
Jackson.
worked especially hard this weekend, and that, my friend, is a fantastic reward. Well done.
Wasn't my best race, but
Gotta say it's been another
wasn't
good
my
day
worst one
for
either.
Konnersport today. A string of positive performances recently has seen them establish themselves well and truly ahead of the midfield.
Yeah, they're in the top 3 now, Crofty. A great season so
Ooh,
far, and I've been
top
really
3?
impressed with both Mayer and Jackson.
I don't think you're the only one there, Ants. We'll be watching their season with interest.
Nice.
Here come today's winners, the team of...
We can skip that. Alright. Oh, let's got the interviews. Look how good the game looks, man.
Out there today. How did you find it?
I'll go with this one.
Look, Max is the best, no doubt about it. It's always a challenge going up against him. He's always going to push you to your limit. I've got a lot of respect for what he's achieved in the sport, and yeah, it wasn't easy out there today. He's the most difficult driver to beat. So yeah, I'm just really happy we were able to come back from that scrape and achieve the result I did.
You're now 3rd in the Constructors. That's the best start to a season the team has ever had. So, what do you put it down to?
Yeah, I think it highlights the ambition at Konnersport in general. You know, a lot of that starts with the new owners, and they've been really involved, keeping everyone focused, and we're all pushing harder. Casper's obviously been guiding us through the challenges of every race and, you know, making those calls when it matters. But there's a lot that goes into competing at this level. But, you know, you don't have that much hope without the right people in charge, and thankfully we do.
Do you feel like you're sending a message to the rest of the grid with these kinds of results?
Absolutely. Well, that's why we're here, to take the fight to the big teams. We're more than just a new team. We're not just here to make up the numbers. We're here to compete with the best. And that's always been the case. And it's really great that the results are finally beginning to reflect that.
Damn right.
Thank you.
Konnersport on the up. Going for the championship. A racing incident between himself and Verstappen aside, Aiden Jackson puts in a fantastic performance in Imola, managing to salvage the race for another impressive finish for Konnersport.
Beautiful, beautiful.
Even Devon seems to be in good spirits.
Hey, Dad. Just congratulating the guys on a job well done.
Yeah, there's no time for that. We all did well. How are preparations coming on for Monaco?
Yeah,
Monaco?
Sure everything's in hand.
Listen, Devon. We don't have time to rest on our laurels. I want the race data analysed and the full diagnostic reports on Casper's desk before we begin packing down. Listen.
Why is he so urgent
You've
now?
dropped the ball on this one. You cannot take your foot off the gas, not when Konnersport is this close to success. I expect you to take charge. Show the team what a leader is.
Yeah, well, it's a bit difficult, that, Dad. I'm team liaison. Basically, I pass notes between departments. Not exactly leadership material, is it?
Devon, you have got to focus on the bigger picture. Casper.
Davidoff. Devon, can you give us a minute? Just need to talk to your father.
Yeah, sure thing, boss. I'll just go and liaise, yeah?
Davidoff, why so full on?
I'm just trying to motivate him, is all. He needs to stay focused.
Yeah, I'm talking about the team. They've just had a fantastic result, and you're... Just give them some space to simmer down, to celebrate.
He looks like he's about to cry.
You're right.
He looks ill. I did say in Breaking Point 2, I think this guy's going to die.
Must be in its place.
And that's why Devon looks so stressed in the trailer.
What are you planning?
He looks ill.
What do you mean?
I've seen that face before. I mean, whatever it is, just keep me informed. I don't want any nasty surprises.
They've done a particularly good job on Casper's model, I will say.
Okay.
Sometimes they look a little off here and there. Like Devon looked a little off, but like in certain angles and certain expressions. But Casper looks great. They did a really good job there. Alright, so we're in Aiden Jackson's locker room. Aiden shines in Imola Thriller. Who's this then?
Davidoff, hi.
I missed you just now, Aiden. Some race out there.
Yeah, thanks. It was a decent performance.
Decent? It was more than just decent, Aiden. Those are the kind of performances that win titles.
Yeah, you know, that's what we're aiming for.
Exactly. And, I think there's another steak night.
You know, you don't have to take me out for steak every time I have a good race.
Indulge me, Aiden. Callie won't ever accept, and I see far too much Devon as it is.
All right, Davidoff. That's very kind.
Good, thank you. There's a place called Giovanni's, not far from the hotel. I'll see you there at 8.
Thanks, Davidoff.
Ciao.
Wow. Davidoff taking Aiden out for steak. Oh, but I guess that's where the manipulation comes in. He's just feeding Aiden's ego more and more. That's how that is. Austrian Grand Prix. As the paddock heads to the picturesque Styrian Mountains for the Austrian Grand Prix, both Jackson and Mayer are hoping to maintain the team's momentum deeper into the season. Mid-race, okay, let's go. We're playing as Aiden again. Overtake on a Red Bull, that's Perez. 11 laps remaining.
Aiden. Now's our time to push, come on. Kotka.
These are my first laps of Austria, technically. I played a bit of Austria Reverse in F1 World, which felt drastically different, and then I went into time trial and tried the other ones, and yeah, they feel like completely different tracks. It's actually really cool. I can't wait to put the reverse tracks in my career mode in Season 2. Really excited for that one. Alright, overtake Norris before lap 13. Alright, Norris is in P1, so it wants us to take the lead. Cool, cool, cool.
Let's use overtake and burn off some of this energy.
Yep, yep. Let's go. Nice. God, this game feels awesome to play. It really does. Verstappen and Norris. Wow. Around Austria, that's a recipe for disaster. So Konnersport's on the up, obviously. Challenging for the championship, it seems. Or they have a car that's good enough for it, so I'll be interested to see how they fail, because this is only the first season of 2. I have to let Max pass there. There we go. Now we chase down Norris. And we did it ahead of time. Wonder where Callie is. Callie must be way back. Like, I think she's in top 10. I saw her on the map. Like, I'm guessing a P9 maybe. There we go. Whew, cutscene.
Some brilliant laps
Crash
out there
coming
at the
up.
Red Bull ring today, especially from our race leader, Aiden Jackson.
And
Wow.
his teammate, Mayo's making up ground out there as we speak.
An impressive overtake on the cards. Is it? Is it?
And on the outside.
Mayo moves another
Let's go,
place
Callie.
closer to her teammate in first.
Oh, we're playing as Callie now. All right. Never stop.
Aiden's in first.
Copy that. Aiden is in first.
Can I catch him?
Let's go and find out, mate. Come on.
That's what I like to hear. Let's go. It's so strange having good spirits in Konnersport after Breaking Point 2. You know, where it was mostly drivers couldn't stop bickering and getting into incidents.
Behind Aiden, 5 places behind. And that's a 2-second gap now.
Right, so now we've got to overtake Verstappen and Norris again. Trying to goad Verstappen into defending the inside. I outbraked myself a little bit, but caught Verstappen off guard at least.
Maneuver. You made it look so easy.
Win the race. We got to win the races, Callie. Oh, Norris! That was a really late move from Lando there. I love this AI, man. Oh my god, it's beautiful. They race me so well. Right. Jackson is just over a second ahead of us. So is there some races where
Just 1 second separation.
you do get to choose and ones you're forced to use both drivers or a particular driver, I assume?
Okay, you're creating some breathing space between you and the car behind by a few seconds a lap. Really good stuff.
I want to recharge some ERS, so I'll use this straight to do it. Right then, next straight, we overtake
Aiden is
Aiden.
directly ahead of you now. Okay, the gap is less than a second.
Alright, 5 laps of Austria. Yeah, this is definitely much slower than 100. Like, I would hazard to guess, like, maybe 90 or something. Maybe not even that. Maybe it's as low as 85. Which would be insane. But we're already a second ahead, so I wouldn't be surprised. The game looks fantastic, though. It really does. Like, I'm looking off into the distance there at the trees. Oh, Jesus. Okay, I really need to focus on taking corners a little wider, I think. Really want to open a window at some point as well. It's getting really stuffy in my room, you can probably tell. By the way I'm breathing, which isn't very good, so I'll have to open a window in a minute. I don't want to pause the game. I don't want to break in gameplay, so we'll finish the race and then do it. And this is where I think most people's preview ended, so we got completely new content coming up now after this race. About to lap somebody. Oh, Bottas. He really deserved a much better car than that. Hopefully we see him back in F1, maybe at Cadillac. Imagine that. People already saying Perez will be in that seat. Perez and Bottas? Pretty good team in my opinion. And here we go, Cali Mayer is going to be taking the first win of Breaking Point. So canonically, would this be the first win of either Mayer or Jackson? I don't know.
Absolutely awesome. Just amazing, mate. Well done.
Woo! Yes!
In a league of their own today, and what a day for Konnersport.
It really is, Crofty. There'll be people out there wondering when was this team going to slip up, but so far they haven't. It's been a great performance from both of their drivers.
And that performance puts them in second place in the Constructors' Championship within striking distance of Red Bull. Can they top the table? Well, with performances like that, I'd say they could.
Wow. High praise there.
And I can see the drivers starting to approach the podium for the victory celebrations. A real team victory today. Everybody played their part. So congratulations then to Konnersport, your race winners today.
A 1-2 for Konnersport and an all-British podium here in Austria. Crazy. Alright, let's see what's next. Got an interview with Cali.
Cali, congratulations on first place today. How do you feel?
We'll go this one.
Thanks, I feel good. I'm feeling more and more confident with each race, and I felt in control from start to finish.
Hey, what's up, Diver? Welcome back.
This is exactly where we want to be. Not just fighting for the podium, but fighting for the outright win. it just proves to me that I can be out there beating the best, and it proves to the team we've got what it takes to compete at the highest levels of the sport.
Of
You had to go
course.
through your teammate to secure victory today. So, come on, what was it like taking on Aiden out there?
Yeah,
You like F1 now?
I mean, it's
Mate,
all
I've
fun
been
and
playing
games
this for
in training,
years. I
but
did
I'm
F1
actually really
23
excited
like
to
2
be
years
on the track,
ago.
more so than anyone else on the grid, so it definitely keeps things interesting out there. I know he's giving it everything, and I know as well as anyone how good he is, and that makes my victory all the sweeter.
Well, today has moved Konnersport up to second in the table for the first time ever. But can you sustain this level throughout the rest of the season?
Yeah, this one.
We're not just going to sustain this level, the goal is to improve it. We've worked too hard to get here just to let it slip now. We're not going to reach second place and be content. We've got to capitalise on this momentum and keep pushing and aim for the top. And honestly, I think days like
I
today
don't think
show
I
that
said
we've got
that.
what it takes to get there.
Thank you so much for your time.
Need for Speed delay video? When did Need for Speed get delayed? I didn't even know there was a Need for Speed coming out. I do miss Need for Speed though. I don't know, you talking about a video I dropped years ago? Or maybe are you talking about like last year? Because I didn't care about F1 24 because that game was shocking. I ended up quitting it, but in 2021. Mate, that was years ago. I didn't even watch Formula 1 then. 2020, what crazy. Crazy how you're coming from that video, whichever video it was, from that long ago. Jesus. Yeah, I've liked Formula 1 since the beginning of 2023. Well, I watched it as a kid, but I started really watching it and playing the games at the beginning of 2023, and then did a massive career mode series on F1 23, and we've just started a new F1 25 one. We did a season on 24 last season, but that game was just not good. Alright. A dominant performance from Konnersport at the Red Bull Ring has served to silence any remaining doubters regarding the team's current place amongst Formula One's elite. But with the target now firmly placed on their backs, how will the team respond? Well, it's only downhill from here after that 1-2.
Thank you for staying behind. Konnersport's flying this season, flying. We're one place behind Red Bull.
Nice.
But it's
Never played a Pokemon game. I think I played one on DS, but I couldn't tell you which one it was.
For a race or two.
Oh.
I have a bit of business I can't avoid.
A lot of focus on Davidoff here. It's very sus. I think he is going to die, 100%.
You understand what I expect from you in my absence.
Well, you said it yourself. We're flying, right? So we just keep doing what we're doing.
No. Look, if we're to catch Red Bull, take Konnersport to the next level, each of you is going to have to step it up. Devon, you need to take charge more. You're a butler, a man of action. You need to start acting like one.
What's Casper said about that?
Callie, in my absence, follow Devon's lead. No arguments.
Finally.
Wow. Jesus.
Casper will be calling the shots, as usual. But Devon speaks for me. Is that clear?
Sure. No problem.
So, when we reach the top of the table, Konnersport will no longer be the hunter, but the hunted, and every team will be gunning for you. So, Aiden, if there are any disagreements anywhere in the team, don't be afraid to step in. Casper is going to be coming under increasing stress over the next few races. I need to make sure there's someone there with a cool head, able to smooth things over. And to keep half an eye on these two. Now, does everyone understand what I want them to do? Have I made myself clear?
Crystal. Of course.
Sure.
Strange behaviour from Davidoff here.
Remember what I said? You can close the door on your way out.
Wow. I mean, it is his team now. He's acting a lot more detached than usual. You know, it's like he turned up his bossiness to, you know. And I think Need for Speed 2015 is a good game. It's a very, very good game. Fantastic game. I need to get back to doing that series, but I've been busy. But, you know, that game turns 10 this year. There is still content coming for that game on the channel. And we'll definitely finish it. Even if I have to live stream the hell out of it later on this year to get it done, we'll do it. Konnersport in hot pursuit. Speaking of Need for Speed. Right. Oh, that made me jump. Didn't expect to get a call. Who's this then?
Mum. Congratulations,
Evelyn.
I'm screaming at my TV.
All nice things, I hope.
You are the best driver on the grid right now. There, I've said it.
Thanks, Mum. How's everything?
Oh, well, funny you should ask. I've just had a call from your father.
You answered.
Strange, really strange.
I suppose I was curious.
What did he want?
Well, he called to talk about you. Isn't she doing well? That kind of thing.
Okay.
And then he wished me well. And he said he had to take another call, and he went.
Weird.
Has he mentioned me at all?
I mean, we don't really talk.
No. Of course you don't. Sorry. Suppose not. Anyway, darling, well done again. I'll let you go, sweetie.
Bye, Mum.
Wow. Alright, so now it's all new content. All the big YouTubers, big F1 YouTubers had the preview build and they played it all the way up to this part. Oh, we got another call before we can do that.
Hey, Casper.
Hey,
Casper.
Great job today. Top class driving.
Thanks. The car felt great. Nice work.
Cheers, yeah. Listen, just something to put in front of you. We're going to be doing a marketing campaign soon for a watch brand. Just gonna be filming a day with you, Davin, Davidoff, and...
Absolutely no chance.
Cow.
Come on, Casper. It'll be weird. I mean, you know I don't fit the Butler name. I don't even use the Butler name. Honestly, terrible idea.
It's not coming from me. Davidoff was very insistent. And Kelly, we need the money.
Right. So, this is one of those where you're asking me nicely, but really, I haven't got a say.
Yeah.
Okay. Sign me up.
Okay. Thanks, Cal. Appreciate it.
I'm gonna go now, before you ask me to do a dance or something.
Oh, no one wants that. I've seen you dance. Bye.
Bye.
Wow. Alright, I'm looking forward to this now. Spa, let's go! The best track. No game has Spa as a bad track. I remember playing Spa as a kid on Need for Speed Shift, so it's always nice to be on this track. Chapter 3. With Konnersport nipping at the heels of Red Bull in the constructor standings, Kasper Ackermann looks to keep the team focused and on target as the F1 world heads into the final race before the summer break. Okay.
Could you take a look at this, please?
Title fight. A senior member of the Aero team, Sara Fratello, is showing exceptional progress and has been making some noises about a deserved promotion. We could choose to promote her, which should satiate her, and it could lead to good results. But it might put noses out of joint with other members of the team. What do you want to do? But you don't like Need for Speed Shift? No, I don't, but I played it quite a lot as a kid. So you don't really care as a kid, you know? A racing game is a racing game. And Shift isn't bad. It's just not Need for Speed, you know? And then I never played Shift 2. I don't even know why they put that out. I think we'll just delay it. It's all for charity. A charity who we have worked closely with in the past has asked if Aiden or Callie will be a patron for their latest campaign. Both have seemed keen to provide their support, but due to commitments with other charitable causes we already represent, it would be best if we only provide one driver. Okay, Callie. We'll go with Callie. Callie seems the more talkative and more confident between her and Aiden, so maybe because Need for Speed is a diverse racing franchise? Yeah, well, it shouldn't be, you know? There's one formula that has always worked, and that's why the last few years we've had them in the same sort of lane, like underground customization sort of thing. That's where Need for Speed should be, you know? And maybe the odd hot pursuit here and like type game here and there, but simulation or simcade like Shift was? No.
Davidoff. Casper, we will push for the title, won't we?
Wow.
I mean, we're already pushing. A good result today and we could be right behind Red Bull, or even beating them.
Can you guarantee that for me? Can you guarantee that we'll beat Red Bull?
I can guarantee that we will try. That we will do everything we can, every effort, you know this.
We can do it, Casper. I know we can.
Davidoff, is there something I can help you with? Are you okay?
No,
He's dying.
Ciao.
He's dying, I know it. Anyway, I feel like Casper's going to get sacked. Like, this is the 2024 season, and Devon's calling Casper in the trailer. So I feel like Casper's not around in that season, perhaps. So, you know, obviously, this is only the 2024 season. We're not in the 25 season just yet. So we're obviously going to fail this title challenge. Casper's going to get sacked. And I think Devon Butler is going to become the team principal, you know? I don't know what's going on with Davidoff, though. He seems really off. And I genuinely think he's going to die. I've been saying this. I don't think anybody's played up to that point yet. I've been avoiding it.
Hey, we need your
I've been avoiding other people's channels since I got hands-on with the game, so... Oh, wow. Pressure from the top. In a slightly out-of-character move, I mean, he's been out of character this whole game so far, Davidoff has been talking with some selected members of the press ahead of the race this weekend. He was quite bullish about Konnersport's performance here in Spa. He went into great detail about how we would set the fastest lap and that we would be dominant in the later stages of the race. Looks like it might be a new motivational tactic to light a fire under the team. Disagreeing with his statement outright will appear weak, but we should probably focus on one aspect and hope the press forget the rest. You're being asked to comment directly. How would you like to respond? Ooh. Let's go with... I'll get to first before lap 11. Alright, so it looks like we're going for wins here as well. I feel like we can... I feel like the fastest lap one, the target lap time's always easy. Ridiculously easy. So we're going to go with a strong finish. Get P1 before X amount of laps. Do I get to choose who I play as? Not this time. I get to play as Callie. Even Hot Pursuit is more Need for Speed than Pro Street is. I don't know. I disagree. Pro Street is a weird one. Pro Street is what Shift should have been. Pro Street was literally like Need for Speed on tracks. Shift was a completely different thing with Need for Speed title on it. But Pro Street was Need for Speed just on tracks. You had nitrous, you had all the customization, you know, being able to do your vinyls and stuff like that. Everything that was in Carbon was in Pro Street. You had auto sculpt as well. Everything that was in Carbon, everything that was in Undercover was in Pro Street. That was Need for Speed, 100%. It was just on tracks. Shift was different. An average performance in Saturday's qualifying has meant Callie Mayer has a lot of work to do to continue her string of impressive results for Konnersport. A solid opening stint has set her up well, but a sudden technical issue presents another challenge. Let's go. I love getting technical issues, at least in the story anyway.
There's an issue with the gearbox. Okay,
Ooh,
stand by.
no.
I'm assessing it now.
Are we going to lose a gear? Have we lost the gear?
Okay, Callie, you are going to have to manage that problem for now, please. Copy? Okay. We're looking into it.
Yeah, we've lost the gear. That's not good. That's going to lose us a lot of time. Oh, that is not healthy. We got to get to P1 like that before lap 11. Hold on to as many positions as you can until the fault is fixed. Alright. Yeah, I guess we could push forward at some point. We're fine for the majority of the lap, I think, after Eau Rouge. Yeah, and the big straight. Yeah, so we're losing gear 7 there. That does not sound... That sounds awful. I wish it would just skip to 8. Maybe that's triangle. Maybe I could force it. Because I know I can force a downshift. So maybe I could force an upshift. No, I can't. I just tried button mashing the upshift. You can't. I have to deal with that horrible noise until the issue is fixed. So far, so good, though. This is the updated Spa that they added last year, but we didn't get to play it too much because I quit the game. This year, finally get to experience it, along with the updated Silverstone as well, and Jeddah and Qatar. God, that is annoying. Jesus. Usually the gear would just disappear and you'd just skip a gear. But it just looks like we got a jammed gearbox instead of losing a gear. We're gonna fail that objective. Like, how am I gonna get to P1? Guess we're not.
Right, well done, Callie. Well managed. The issue should now be resolved. Can you please confirm? Please confirm.
Yeah, all good.
Nice. Let's go. We are back. Oh.
She found the space and Maya got the overtake done.
Evelyn's
like
calling
Devon.
Devon. When was the last time they spoke?
Surely she'll have her sights set on that podium.
And what a fantastic
That's what I want to know, because, you know, Devon went with Davidoff, didn't he? So, they've never spoken, from what we know.
Okay, mate, you're making good ground here. Let's push.
Copy.
Interesting. I'm excited. Alright. Oh, we've caught now. Let's go. Alright, P1 it is.
Our gap to first place, 4.8 seconds.
That's doable. I want to keep it clean with Aiden. Oh, getting very close there. I got DRS, so this should be an easy pass.
Okay, so gap to the leader, 4.2 seconds.
Okay, let's knuckle down.
distance to the leader, 3.3 seconds.
Alonso's really holding us up here.
Okay,
I need to get past him.
3.3 seconds. Our gap to first place, 2.9 seconds.
Alright, I get it. That was a really easy overtake. Not used to getting overtakes there. Oh god, nearly lost the car then.
Okay, you're catching the car ahead, but remember, we need to get to the end of the race on these tyres.
Oh, Jesus.
The gap to the car in front is less than 1 second now. Well done. Let's try and get past in the DRS zone. Great stuff, mate. You hit the target well there. Nice one. There's a long way to go in this race, though, so keep your head down.
Let's go. So now we've just got to win the race.
Okay, mate, this is the final lap of the race. Final lap.
Easy peasy. Alright, another win for Callie coming up. Canonically, that's 2 Callie wins versus Aiden 0. Let's go. Yes! Nice.
Some race from Callie Mayer today.
Woo!
And those points will see Konnersport take the top spot in the constructors' standings.
Wow.
First time in the team's short history. The question is, how will Red Bull now respond?
Well, I'm sure they won't take this lying down, but for now, it's Konnersport who are the best team of this 2024 season.
Wow, there are 2 seasons in a breaking point, so the fall's coming.
After an excellent race weekend, it's great to see them up on that podium once again.
Favorite Mario game? I gotta say Mario Kart. I haven't played too many Mario games. I played Mario 64 on DS, but besides that, nah. Just not a big Nintendo guy. I really fucking hate that company, to be honest. I own a Wii, I own a DS, but I don't own any newer Nintendo stuff. I just don't like that company. A historic moment. Konnersport are top of the constructor standings after a stunning performance in Spa from Callie Mayer. On top of the world and wanting to share the moment with her family, she searches the paddock for her brother Devon. Oh, so did Devon see the phone? Ooh, okay.
Hey.
I'll explain in a minute, but they're a shady company.
Casper said you were hiding out in here. Where you been? We're on top of the standings.
Shut the door, Cal.
Uh-oh.
Everything all right?
Yeah, I think you better take a seat.
Well, what is it?
Just sit down. Why don't you ever listen?
All right. What's wrong, Dev?
It's Dad.
Here we go.
What about him? Where is
He's dying, I know it.
He's dead.
Oh, he's gone.
He's dead, Cal.
Oh, shit. I didn't think it was going to be this early.
Come here.
Oh, fuck. I called it, but this early?
You're gonna be okay, Dev. You're gonna be okay.
Oh, wow. Highs and lows, trophy earned. The sudden death. Yeah, it was a really sudden death. The sudden death of Konnersport team owner Davidoff Butler comes as a shock, not only to his family, but the sports world as a whole. However, F1 waits for no one as the grid heads to Zandvoort.
A lot of drivers are posting some of their best times, but, you know, so are we.
Yeah, they can push all they want. They're not catching us.
One more question about your dad, if that's okay.
Oh, wow.
Oh, no, we've already issued a public statement.
Well, the press release didn't say how you felt personally, so I was just wondering if you'd care to elaborate on that, as the family?
We loved him dearly, and we miss him very much.
Yeah, he was a good dad. He was a good man. He loved this team, loved this sport, You know, and most importantly, he loved his family. He was very generous, very supportive. He was a good dad. Right, Kelly?
Sure.
Yeah, absolutely.
Not to Callie.
Okay, thanks.
Thank you. It's not hard, Cal. You just show a little bit of emotion like a normal person. He was a good man who loved his family. Simple.
But he didn't.
Come on, not this again. Look, what more did you want from him? I mean, I know you two had a rough patch, but you owe him just as much as I do.
Huh.
Oof, I don't know about that.
What?
You really believe that?
Wow. You shouldn't believe that. Before the Konnersport seat, Callie hadn't spoken to her dad in 10 years.
Got another one for you.
I did say they're a shady company. They're horrible. They genuinely are horrible. With the way they treat, you know, other YouTube, like proper YouTubers who use their content, and, you know, they take people to court all the time over stupid things, and then this recent thing trying to sell the Switch for a price that's way over what it deserves to be. Mario Kart for £80. Are you serious? No. No Mario Kart is worth £80. That's insane. £80, $80. It's insane, bro. Insane. A problem called Devon. Following Davidoff's passing, everyone's a bit directionless, and Devon isn't helping. He's interfering with people's work and ramping up pressure on team members. Mood seems low, people look tired and glum, and there's chatter that a lot of Konnersport staff are applying for jobs at other teams. What would you suggest to improve morale? Oh, I don't know. People look tired. I don't think they'd want to go out for drinks and socialising. Yeah, maybe some time off. The guru. Along the same lines, it would appear that Devon is insisting his personal health guru be brought on as part of the Konnersport staff. He says he'll help maximise the driver's potential. He's not strictly a medical professional, some might call it pseudoscience, but as I said, Devon is insisting this happens. How do you want to deal with this? Is Devon like the team owner now? Because obviously Davidoff's gone. So, Oof. I don't know. I'm going to decline it. We don't need it. Pseudoscience. A tale of triumph and tragedy. Konnersport siblings speak out. How did he die, though?
Hey, Andreo.
Hey. How's everything? How's Callie?
Well, she insists we stick to the schedule, so business as usual, I guess. You know, I don't know what else to do.
Do you think she's okay?
No idea. She's difficult to read. Always has been.
Would Devon talk to her?
Haven't asked. You know, they have a strange relationship, those two.
Some things never change, eh? Listen, I'm around. You call me if you need me, yes?
Thanks, Andrea. Hey, Cal.
Hey, so you wanted to chat? What's up?
Yeah, I, just wanted to check that everything's okay with you.
Yeah, I'm fine. I'm all good. Ready to go.
Good. So, look, I'm gonna ask you straight. Are you okay to drive today?
Of course. Why wouldn't I be?
Listen, you know what I'm saying.
I'm saying I'm fine. I need to prepare, so I'll get going if that's everything.
See you soon.
See you soon.
Wow. She's being very cagey. But it's got to be bothering her. I didn't think he'd die this early, though. I thought it would be like, you know, in between the 24 and 25 season. Or towards the end of this one, but no, it's midway through the season. With expectations high following the recent run of form, Callie Mayer finds herself struggling in the early stages of the Dutch Grand Prix. Wow, we're behind a Haas. Oh my god. Finishing 5th or above.
We've got a lot of spare energy. Okay to use your overtake button.
P10. Oh, contact with Hulkenberg. But we made it. Okay. Zandvoort, baby. I do love this track. The switchback. Beautiful. Right, just under 5 seconds to Hamilton.
Okay, gap ahead, 0.9 seconds.
Pain is Callie quite a lot, to be fair. I thought we'd be making the choice between Aiden and Callie a lot more often, but I guess not. Oh.
What a race this has been from Callie Mayer, threatening so many times, but she's under pressure here, and
oh my god!
Oh no! Lost it at the third turn, her race is over, and I'd imagine that's a red flag.
Oh my
It
god!
just looks like she ran a bit wider. Here's the replay. Had a snap of oversteer. Wasn't
Took
quite
out
able
two
to catch
drivers.
It, and yeah, this is going to be a red flag. There
Nasty
it is.
nasty
dear,
crash.
What a great day it could have been, and the Konnersport team watches on from the pit wall. It was
Wow.
all looking so promising.
Is Callie all right? Is she okay? She's absolutely fine, yeah, don't worry. Right, it's all on you now. Let's keep the focus up. We've got a chance to improve our position at this restart.
Fatal.
Okay, copy that.
Alright, we're back with Aiden.
Let's try this again. Fresh start, head down. Copy.
Alright, finishing 8th or above. Aiden was not doing well at all. 17th. That's crazy. Five laps. Let's do this. Oh my god. Alonso, man. Whew. I do hate lap ones. Crazy overtake on Sonoda there. Really caught him off guard. Is that Albon with no wing? Oh no, he's got a wing. Just no sponsors on the front wing for some reason. Looks so weird. I don't think that's how it was in the actual 2024 car. Maybe some licensing issues, perhaps? Alright, P8 is right in front of us. Very rare mistake from Callie, though. I think that's the first mistake we've ever seen from Callie.
Great manoeuvre. You made it look so easy. So you know, we're getting some strange readings from a couple of the sensors. So I don't think you need to be worried, just some bad data. So keep doing what you're doing. I'll let you know if we notice any genuine problems. Great work. That's a new fastest lap of the race.
Oops. Ooh. That was scary. I am really pushing, to be honest. Jesus Christ. Car just does not want to turn.
Okay, mate, final lap. Keep your concentration and let's bring it home.
Surely we can get Leclerc. Same place we got Sainz. Oh my god. Don't use the car. Right, maybe I can get Perez. Just try and save the RS a little bit. Damn it! Both Red Bulls beat us. Hold on, it's not over. Oh, there's a chance. Oh, just about. Damn it. Hope EA doesn't kill off Need for Speed 2015. Carbon only got shut down a couple of years ago, so I think 2015's got another 5 years in it yet, to be honest, so I won't worry too much.
In the Constructors' Championship, and Konnersport drop into second.
Yeah, I mean, Jackson tried his best to salvage some points today, but Konnersport would be devastated to give away the top spot like that. It's truly been a difficult few weeks for the team.
As you know all too well, Anthony, it can be a punishing sport sometimes, but I'm sure Konnersport will regroup.
Well, there's more at play than just the racing, of course. Everybody's grieving. Alright.
Aidan, Callie's incident really shook things up out there. How did it affect the race for you today?
Yeah, it really did shake things up, but
that's Ubisoft.
Callie's an incredible driver.
They're not EA.
She always drives right to the limit, and you know her instincts out there today. They are the same instincts that have given us the season so far. So it's been tough for her recently, but the team has her back. I have her back, and we'll all keep pushing together.
Well, Konnersport dropped back to second place today. How will the team deal with that?
Yeah, we'll do what we always do. We'll debrief and look where we change, where we can improve. It wasn't quite clicking for us out there today, so that means reassessing a few things and figuring out where we've gone wrong. Whether it's strategy or whether it's just a matter of performance, we'll sit down as a team and figure out the best way forward.
Well, it's clearly been a very tough few weeks for you all with the loss of Davidoff Butler. How are you coping?
Yeah, it's been really tough. Davidoff, he meant a lot to everyone at Konnersport. We all respected him, and his loss has definitely had an impact on the team. It's really difficult to maintain the level of performance you need when you're also dealing with a loss like that. It hasn't been easy, but we're doing our best, and we're going to keep going.
That's great, thank you.
Alright. I do like the new angles. They still look a bit off, though, for the interviews. Already reeling from the loss of Davidoff Butler, Konnersport have a race to forget in Zandvoort as Meyer crashes out in dramatic fashion. To make matters worse, the result sees Red Bull leap back to first place in the Constructors' standings. Oof.
Aidan, thanks for your input in the review.
Yeah, no worries. It was productive. You know, especially considering everything. It's a weird vibe in the garage. Everyone's pretty quiet.
Yeah, can you blame them?
Suppose not. How's Callie?
Yeah, I was gonna ask you the same. She's, well, keeping herself to herself.
Yeah. It must be terrible for her. And Devon. I can't even imagine. I know I'm not part of the family and, you know, I'm just here to drive, but I want to help. Where I can. You know, just let me know what I can do to support them. And you.
Thanks, Aidan. Yeah, I'll bear that in mind.
I mean it. Focus on Devon and Callie for now. I don't need much managing. You can fuss over me later.
Okay. I appreciate that. And sometimes I forget that, you know.
Forget what?
Well, you wouldn't have said that as a rookie. So, I've got some other stuff to deal with, but thanks.
Yeah, anytime. Bye, Casper.
Well,
Aidan showing some
dying
growth.
hit everyone hard. I mean, we were there, right at the top. But no matter how everyone tried to keep it together, it was just impossible to keep pace with Red Bull.
We found out afterwards that Davidoff had been ill for some time.
I think it was pretty clear.
He kept it from everyone.
I mean,
Tried
did you
to
see him?
get as much in place as he could before he left. It was tough. But Devon and Callie, they had a lot to sort out.
Yup, seems like it. The Butler's estate, 1 week later. Finding some time between the chaos of race weekends, Callie and Devon returned home to attend the reading of their father's will.
Which is why, in the event of my death, I leave Butler Global and all of its assets to my son, Devon. I know you'll be watching this, Devon. And I hope that
Nothing to Callie. Oh, wow.
for over the years, especially now that you're not driving anymore. Be a leader, Devon. The business is yours. I know you've got it in you.
That's it?
Those are his wishes. You are to be the sole owner of Butler Global and all its holdings and subsidiaries.
Including Konnersport.
Including Konnersport, Mr. Butler.
Wow.
Nothing for Callie.
That's okay.
What do you mean that's okay?
Well, it's not a surprise, Dev. I didn't expect anything.
Why not? So, are you sure this is right?
Oh, sure, Mr. Butler. Those were his wishes.
You'll be great. It's what he wanted. Just don't fire me, yeah?
If I could just get you to sign here, and your full signature there, please, Mr. Butler.
Yeah, sure.
Wow. Jesus. United States Grand Prix. There's 3 of them. Which one? Clearly it's Texas. With Devin Butler now formally installed as the new owner of Konnersport, Casper Ackerman looks to try and manage his demanding new boss, along with revitalizing a team in need of a shot in the arm. Oh no, Casper's in trouble now.
Hey boss, got a couple of minutes?
Callie's behaviour has been off recently. She's been confrontational at some moments, totally distant at others, and she actually upset a sim mechanic earlier by snapping at him because he was a bit slow to adjust the seat. It's raising some eyebrows internally. What would you like to do to improve the situation? She's going through a lot, even if she's putting on a brave face. Let's arrange a therapist for her. Yeah, fuck it. Unfortunately, Devin cancelled the scheduled time off you had previously organised, said something on the effect of, the only thing they should want is a Constructors' Championship trophy. Wow, Devin. Jesus. That's crazy. And certainly looms under Devin Butler's ownership.
Hey, Callie. Thanks for the call.
What's up? So a text?
Yeah, look, you've had a lot on recently. And I was just thinking that maybe it would be good to set up some kind of support structure. You know, when I've struggled before, and I have, it really helps to talk to someone, like a professional.
No, whoa. Absolutely not. You want to send me to a shrink? Get my head checked?
No, it's not like that. You know, a lot of athletes speak to psychologists. No one's saying there's anything wrong with you. It's just a way to maybe give you someone to talk to.
Oh. This isn't a choice, is it?
I'll require you to do this as part of your duties for Konnersport.
Wow.
I really think it'll be positive.
Okay. Right. Well, I'll go, but don't expect me to be a model patient. See you later.
Well, that went better than I thought. So Maya's not facing the media. Callie's not facing them at all, which makes sense.
Devin, you're making my life very difficult.
Uh-oh.
Nice to talk to you too, mate.
Well, you went directly against my instructions to give the team some time off.
What? I genuinely have no idea what you're talking about right now, okay? I have got so much going on right now, it's unbelievable.
Devin, I can't do the things I need to do.
Dude, move on, okay? Team morale is the least of my worries at the moment. By the way, Harmonia.
The pharma company. I've seen them on the news, some legal troubles, right? What about them?
I think we should look into a deal with them, generate some income.
I'm not so sure about that. Don't you think we need to stay clear of someone who's in...
Caspar, There is so much going on above your head right now, you have no idea, okay? This is a good opportunity. Oh, look, I've got an interview with Investor Weekly magazine. I have to go. Yeah, ciao.
Jesus. Yeah, I don't think Devin is thinking straight at all. Wow, it's really fallen apart now. Crazy. Casper Ackermann's hopes of a turnaround at the USGP seem to be in doubt as early on both drivers find themselves stuck in the mid-pack after a poor start to the race. Oh, we're driving as Callie.
So, not the best start, Callie, but we have still got time, so let's push, please.
Okay.
Oh, come on, I wanted control then. I wanted to dive bomb. Right, where are we? We're behind the Williams, P11, okay. I think Callie, not Callie, I think Aiden's up the road. Beat signs, okay. Ooh, Albon. Still having a look. Yeah, Aiden's just up the road. Seems to be in P6. Finish in 6th or above. Alright.
Use your overtake button more. It's time to utilise some of this energy. Come on. Okay, gap to the car in front. 0.7 seconds.
Safety car. Oh, Lewis!
Okay, slow down, slow down. Your delta's negative, which means you're going too fast. Reduce your pace.
I don't want a safety car. It's going to make the race drag. For fuck's sake.
I've got some information on the Hamilton for you. Right, they've got a serious car issue. It looks like they're retiring. Car ahead's coming to fit the mediums. Car ahead now running medium tyres. Right, drop your speed. Our delta's too low and we're going to risk a penalty. Slow your pace immediately.
Okay. Alright. Here we are then. Can the AI take control so I can skip a couple of laps? No, there's no option for it. Damn it, I don't want to sit behind a safety car for the next 2 laps. Oh, it's coming straight in. Thank God.
Okay, let's get ready to go racing again. The safety car is in this lap. When the field accelerates, remember there's no overtaking until the timing line. Safety car in this lap.
Finishing further above. Verstappen's in P3 right now. We've got Perez right in front of us, so we could beat Red Bull here. Let's go.
Green flag. DRS has been enabled. DRS is now enabled.
Alright, P2 now to just get Leclerc and we get the win. Oops. Oh god.
Brilliant, nice move. Keep going. Final lap, push, push.
Whew. That did drag. Wow.
Absolutely awesome. Just amazing, mate. Well done.
Yes!
Let's go. Big win for Callie.
Well, talk about taking advantage. Mayer was really nowhere to be seen until the safety car. What a turnaround.
Yeah, that result keeps the team competitive at the top of the table. She recovered really well for an impressive finish at the end there.
And following a significant dip in form, I think there's a glimmer of hope for Konnersport today, and they've kept pace with Ferrari in the battle between the top three.
Let's go.
After an excellent performance at the Grand Prix, I'm sure there'll be plenty of celebrations tonight amongst that Konnersport team, and they certainly deserve it.
A safety car manages to give Callie Mayer the opportunity to reset her race and turn her fortunes around at the USGP, allowing Konnersport to earn some much-needed points in their battle with Red Bull for the Constructors' Championship.
Hey, have you seen Callie anywhere?
Yeah, she's around there.
Hey. There you are. What are you doing back here? You know, everyone's looking for you.
That's precisely why I'm back here.
You okay?
It's not meant to be like this. I haven't even cried. Just feel sick.
What do you mean?
Well, when someone dies, you're supposed to let it all out, right? Cry and gnash your teeth and wail. And I just can't. He was never there for me, Aiden. So nothing's changed.
Mm-hmm. Why is it bothering her?
Right, Carl.
I see Devon upset and I resent him for it. It's different for Devon, it always was. And I've tried blanking it out. Suck it up and drive, you know. But all I can think is I'm doing exactly what the great Davidoff Butler would have wanted me to do. And I hate him for it. Then I remember he's gone, and the whole cycle starts again.
You need to talk to someone about this, Callie.
What do you think I am doing?
Wow, so Callie's confided in Aiden. That's good. Aiden's a lot more likable in this game. Oh my god. It's not even close. It's a nice little turnaround for Aiden. I think the writers took a lot of the criticism on for Breaking Point 2 and wrote Aiden to be a much more likable character this time around. I was going to accept that. Alright. Hopefully that's the same one.
Dev, hi.
Finished strong out there today, Cal.
Yeah, thanks. Felt good.
Are you doing all right? It seems doing really well.
I guess.
Just all tickety-boo.
Sorry, Dev. Is this congratulations or...
Yeah, no, absolutely. Congratulations. Great to see you thriving.
Thanks. Are you okay?
Me? I'm golden, mate. Yeah. Got ahead.
Yeah, he's so off. Alright. Oh, I was about to go to the next chapter. This must be the call we missed earlier, maybe?
Mum.
Ooh, send up a flare. Someone picked up. I'll alert the media.
I mean, I think they've got plenty to say about me already.
Oh, haven't they just? But listen, congratulations, Cal. I knew you'd turn it around after the safety car.
Yeah, thanks. Worked out well.
Because you're an incredible driver, that's why. Listen, I just read that piece comparing you and Devon. Did you read it?
Kinda.
Well, I don't think those kinds of comparisons are fair. I really don't. I tried calling Devon, but he's just so busy these days. How is he?
Upset. Maybe even upset with me.
Mm.
He still doesn't really get it, you know? It's like he thinks Dad was kind or something.
Well, your father was many different men, Cal. Many different men. It's complicated.
Yeah. I'm gonna go.
I'm here for you if you need me.
You can stop saying that, Mum, I know.
All right. Just making sure.
Bye, Mum.
Alright, so, it's clear that Callie's resentful to Devon for feeling bad about, you know, losing their father, whereas Devon is resentful of Callie for feeling the exact opposite way. I like that. The writing is really smart here compared to Breaking Point 2. Not that I disliked Breaking Point 2 at all, but it felt like this game feels a lot more mature in its writing, I must say. Sao Paulo Grand Prix. I'm assuming this will be the final race of this season. That's how it was in... well, we never got to do the Abu Dhabi Grand Prix for 2022 season in Breaking Point 2. So... In the closing stages of the Sao Paulo Grand Prix, Konnersport's Callie Mayer suffers minor front wing damage while defending her position on track. With only a handful of laps remaining, she makes the call to stay out and defend her position to the checkered flag. Uh-oh. Oh, yeah. Oh, wow.
Okay,
Lost
feedback
both
on the
wing
front
flaps.
wing, please. How's it feeling?
I can manage it till the end.
Okay, listen, we'll leave you to it then. Go for it.
Hold on, I'm finishing 4th or above. Uh-oh. Got Ferrari right behind us. This is one of my favourite tracks in any F1 game, so... if the handling's only a little bit more stiff, we'll be fine. There goes Leclerc up our inside. Make sure to be aggressive, try and keep the position. That's lovely, there you go.
Battery charge is high. Let's use that overtake button a bit more.
It's on purpose, because I'm saving it for the main straight. Okay, handling's not too bad. Finishing 3rd or above. Well, with less wing, we're going to be quicker, aren't we? Okay, let's go. Verstappen wins again. Oh dear.
Nice work, mate. That brings you up a place. Uh-oh, Leclerc's catching up again. Jesus. I'm so itchy for some reason right now. There we go. Okay, gap to the car ahead, 3.9 seconds. Okay, final lap. Let's go. Final lap.
Oof, he's getting close. Nice, P3. We're really only playing as Cali right now. Very strange.
And that's the
So
end
there's
of the race.
newcomer.
We'll see you in Parc Ferme.
And that's, I think that's for 10 races. Didn't realise I'd done that little races. But that's because my career mode ones are the longest ones, and I spend a lot of time doing practice.
They're just not bringing enough points to the table every weekend, are they, Crofty? They're losing touch with Red Bull.
And Ferrari are nipping at their heels too. So is there enough time to turn things around? On this form, I'm not so sure.
Nah, there's only, what, a couple races left to go. Vegas and
showcasing some incredible driving.
Abu
There's been a
Dhabi.
huge push from them lately to stay competitive with the other teams. And they're certainly proving themselves.
Alright. Oh, interview time. Let's go. Cali back in front of the media.
Clearly some front wing damage there at the end of the race. You decided not to pit. Just talk us through that decision.
Yeah, look, in a situation like that, I'm going to go for the option with the highest potential gain. There may have been a time where Konnersport were happy to even finish in the points, but that time is well behind us now. We're in a title fight, and you just can't beat Red Bull by playing it safe. Staying out there, it might have looked like a risk, but really it wasn't. It was the right call.
Well, clearly you lost some ground to Red Bull today. Just a few races left in the season.
3 races, isn't it?
How
Because
concerned are you?
Qatar's there. Let's go with that one.
It's not what we're hoping for, but we've still got time left to close the gap, and we've all seen how much ground Konnersport can close on Red Bull when it counts. Today wasn't ideal, but Konnersport will continue to fight for the title.
You seem to have lost some momentum, certainly that we saw earlier in the season. What do you put that down to?
Well, it's been a rough old season, and I think it's taken its toll. Everyone on the team is feeling the pressure, and we've all been through a lot, so it's no excuse, but it's just the way things are, and we need to put it all behind us and keep moving forward.
Of course.
Well, thank you for chatting with us. Great to have your time.
Alright. An impressive defensive drive under difficult conditions sees Cali Meyer hold on in Brazil. However, there is much discussion as to whether it was the right call to make under the circumstances, with some believing she had time to pit and improve her position. I don't know about that, to be honest. Devon is really pushing for a sponsorship deal with Harmonia. They're a stricken cosmetic brand currently in the middle of a big lawsuit that claims their products are harmful. They want to partner with an F1 team to strengthen their brand. Their position of weakness will allow us a good deal and bring in some funds for the team. How do you think we should handle this? Oh, we can only stall or veto. Yeah, oh, so this is what gets Casper fired. I mean, vetoing, I mean, it's not really our place, is it? He's the team owner. We'll have to stall. That's what anyone else would do. Devon was really annoyed about your decision to not bring his health guru friend on board. A few team members took some strays from him when he was ranting and raving about it. As a result, morale took a bit of a hit around the team in general for a few days. Wow. Well, I bet hiring that guy would have had worse repercussions, perhaps. Ferrari closing the gap.
Hey, Cal.
Hey, I just wanted to grab you for a moment to say thanks.
Yeah?
For the support, the therapy. It's actually helping, despite me trying to sabotage it.
I'm glad you feel that way. You're not on your own.
I know, thanks. Anyway, right now I wish I was on my own because apparently I'm about to do some TV interviews or something. I'll see you at the debrief. Bye. Bye-bye.
Well, at least she's slowly getting over it.
Devon?
Yeah, that was unacceptable. We're the laughing stock of the paddock. I'm on my way up.
Oh, that's good, because we need to talk. Why are you going over my head to make a deal with Harmonia? Listen, they're the laughing stock.
Your office, 5 minutes.
Oh, here we go. I want to see what Zoe says first. Oh, he missed the play for his daughter. That's rough.
It was time to pick, Cass. Why didn't we get that wing replaced?
It was marginal. We asked Kelly how the car felt and she wanted to push.
She's becoming a liability.
Now she's driving well.
No, you need to keep an eye on her.
I do?
These are your drivers, Casper. You need to keep them in check. That includes Callie. If she's not behaving herself, that's your responsibility, mate.
I know.
Because I'm telling you now, there is something wrong with her.
Are you okay?
She's not right in the head. Why can't anyone else see it?
Well, she's coping. So?
She should be sad. Why isn't she sad?
It's complicated for her.
Oh, and it's not for me.
I didn't mean it like that.
So what did you mean then, Casper? How is it different for her? Huh?
It's none of my business.
Oh, poor Callie. But Devon's all right. Devon will be fine, no problems. Is that it?
Oh, come on, Devon.
Yeah, and only the wise Casper Ackerman.
He's really crossed it out. Oh no.
No, tell me. Yeah? Enlighten me, Casper. How is it different for her? I mean, she's your favorite after all, right?
That's not what this is about, is it?
No. How is it different for her? How is the death of my father different for her?
Because your father had 2 kids, and he only raised 1. Sorry, I shouldn't have said
that. He's fired.
Casper, I think Konnersport needs a change of direction.
It wasn't my place.
Yeah. That's, I'm not convinced you're making optimal decisions. Title slipped away.
Come on, Devon.
I've been thinking about it for a while, actually.
Let's just talk about this.
Your services at Konnersport are no longer required, mate. I hereby terminate your contract.
Wow.
Are you for real?
With immediate effect.
Wow. I knew it. Well, I didn't know this, but I knew Casper would go.
Close the door on the way out.
Eventually. Wow. Rough.
Well, where is he now?
I don't know, he's just gone.
Call him. Get him to come back.
Well, hang on, wait. Where are you going?
I'm gonna talk some sense into that idiot brother of mine. We are not doing this without Casper.
Callie talked to him, and Aiden too. They tried to get him to change his mind. They were angry. But, well, I was angry.
Did you try to change his mind?
No, Devon and I didn't talk again for a while.
And then what happened?
That was that. I went home.
Well, you're winning out in the end, to be honest. Qatar Grand Prix, 1 month later, with the team reeling following a poor run of form and the dismissal of team principal Casper Ackerman, Devon Butler looks to a familiar face to help right the ship at Konnersport. Select a driver, Callie Mayer or Aiden Jackson. I mean, we've played as Callie most of the episode, been forced to, so we'll play as Aiden this time around. You'll play as this driver for the rest of this chapter. Are you sure you want to proceed? Oh, I don't know. I kind of want to play as Callie still. But Aiden's getting a lot more likable in this game. So fuck it, I'm going with it. It's locked in. It's locked in. We're going in as Aiden.
Were you worried about the team's performance without Casper?
No. I had a plan.
What plan?
Getting a new team principal. Or an old one.
So,
Andrea.
why did you take the position as team principal at Konnersport, having stepped down from the role only 2 seasons prior?
You have kids?
Yes.
Okay, so one of them calls you and says, I need you. You're there, right? Any parent would be. Konnersport was my child, my baby. I made that team. I would do anything for them. But I made it clear to Devon that I would only accept that job on a temporary basis.
Okay. So, Andrea is team principal till the end of the season. Alright. Former Konnersport team principal Kasper Ackerman has sparked fresh speculation over the circumstances of his departure following a recent interview. Ackerman, who left amidst much furore after the Brazil GP, recently gave an interview to Dutch press. I didn't choose to leave, is all he would say. He refused to expand and only wished Konnersport well in the final stages of the season. His comments only raised the same question we were all asking at the time. Was the decision driven by increasing tensions with owner Devon Butler? Firing F1's best principal. Another look at Devon Butler's calamitous decision. Konnersport refused to officially confirm Ackerman's precise fate, so no surprise that Callie Mayer's comment, "My idiot brother fired him," went so viral in the F1 world. Oh, now I wish I played as Callie, because imagine the phone call we would have gotten from Devon playing as Callie. I do want to play as Callie. I feel like there's more of a personal thing going on, obviously with the Butler family, so I think next episode we're going to prioritise Callie. We'll see. Much has been said since about Butler's decision to fire Ackerman, but I'm still reeling from it. I truly believe that Ackerman's spell as principal was the best we've seen in a long, long time. In Ackerman, we had a principal who hadn't even completed 2 full seasons in the role before he was mounting a title challenge against Red Bull. I mean, no disrespect to Connor, who I'm sure will do just fine, but is it realistic to expect him to compete with the standard Ackerman set? If Konnersport fall apart this season, it will be the fault of only one person, Devon Butler. Devon, I have to stop the rot. Wow. This guy. Oh my god. To think he couldn't become even more of an arsehole. Now before he was a bit of a likable dickhead. Now he's not at all. This is crazy. Butler on swapping Ackerman for Connor. And again, can I just say, the writing for this particular story versus Breaking Point 2, wow. This game as a whole is a huge step up in my opinion. Devon Butler, speaking himself and not through an intermediary, claimed that the only way to sort the team out was to make change from the top. Kasper Ackerman wasn't cutting the mustard, but Connor needs to hit the ground running. Butler also added that in his role of new CEO of Butler Global, he'll be monitoring events closely. But when push comes to shove, Butler will know as well as anyone that the buck stops with him, and the shoes that he must now fill. The financial, managerial, and personal heft of Davidoff Butler would intimidate anyone, but Devon is no ordinary personality. Harmonia honing it. Oh, yeah. Oh, dear. Yeah, it's going to happen, and I bet that's going to be a big deal. Very, very soon. No calls for Aiden. Oh, Brian Doyle's still around, the team principal from... or, well, whatever he was in Breaking Point 1. Alright. I wonder if he'll appear in this game since it's the final one. Andrea Connor's hopes of a easy first race back as team principal are dashed early in the offing as Callie Mayer is forced to retire from the Qatar GP following an engine fault. The responsibility now falls to Aiden Jackson to try and salvage as many points as possible for Konnersport. It's not good, is it? Yeah, the title challenge is gone. We knew it weren't going to happen, but it's a very interesting way to go about it.
Just me then.
Yeah, just you, Aiden. Let's go.
Alright. Let's do this. Finishing third or above, alright, let's go. I love Qatar, it looks fantastic in this game, but this is the one from last year, when they updated it. I can't remember if it was LiDAR scanned or not, or if that's a term they've propped up just for this year, whatever the fuck LiDAR means. It's really cool though, Australia looks incredible. And so does Japan. And Bahrain does as well. Haven't tried it officially in this game yet, but I did try it in the beta.
Let's use overtake and burn off some of this energy.
Yeah, I know. Waiting for the opportunity.
No! I've got a puncture.
Oh, wow.
Copy. Box. Just when you think nothing else can go wrong.
Oh, no! Fucking hell. Wow, that's interesting, that. That never happened in Breaking Point 2. Oh my god, slow it down! Oh, I don't know if we got it slowed. I think we did, just about. Wow. Everything is going wrong.
Right, let's go, come on. Perfect job on the turn in there, mate. Looks like a nice stop time. We're happy with that one.
Finishing 8th or above now. Fucking hell. Yeah, it's over. Oh no, whew.
Nice move.
Oh,
Good job.
Sonoda, get out of the way. we going to catch up to Hamilton in time?
Good job, that was the fastest lap of the race so far.
Well, we might not catch Hamilton, but I don't think we're meant to. Gasly's pretty slow.
Okay, this is your final lap of the race.
Alright, P7. Jesus. That puncture came out of nowhere.
Good points. Good job.
It's not good points though, is it? Not in a title fight. It's over now.
That's a poor result for Konnersport today.
Yeah, what was that?
They would have hoped for a better weekend than that. You had one driver out the race altogether, another one dealing with a puncture. That's really cost them dear.
And
Yeah.
it's put to bed any notion that they can still compete for the championship, I think. At Red Bull, comfortable at the top of the standings, and Ferrari now leapfrog Konnersport into second. And here we are.
Oh dear. Konnersport's nightmare race in Qatar seals their fate for the 2024 season as the result sends a surging Ferrari team past them in the constructors' standings, and Charles Leclerc even won the race. Playing as Andre O'Connor once more.
We need your input on this one.
Eichenberger, the watch firm we shot a campaign for a number of months ago, would like to use the footage they shot before Davidoff's passing. They wonder if it isn't a fitting legacy to the man in the team and family he helped build. Shall we give them permission to use the material in their marketing campaign? Fuck it, why not? Sure, Davidoff would have wanted that anyway. Konnersport dream is over.
Devon.
I am getting it in the neck for this. Because I'm the guy that sacked the great Kasper Ackerman.
And that means you're the same guy who can bring him back.
He's not going to come back now, is he? Anyway, we got you now.
I'm here temporarily, Devon. I can help Konnersport in other ways.
Well, if you want to help, you can tell me what happened out there with that puncture.
Debris.
What about Ferrari? You know, it was bad enough losing ground to Red Bull, but now we're third. Car's gone backwards.
We had a great car at the start of the season, and
by the end, other cars were better. Look, quick isn't quick enough. We have to develop faster.
Yeah, well, I'm working on it, okay? And you know who had a great relationship with engineering.
Oh, let me guess. Was it Kasper? You know, if we talk about him enough, he might just appear. I'm gonna go. I just, gotta talk to the press. They're, circling. Ciao.
He has completely lost it. The Konnersport dream is over. It's official. The Qatar GP has put to rest any remaining hopes of a Konnersport title charge in 2024. With one car out of the race and the other limping home... I'm reading!
Hello?
Hello, Andrew. It's Mike.
Mike.
Mike
Who?
Radford, board member at Butler Global.
Oh, Mike, yes, of course, Mike. Good to hear from you.
Yeah, thanks. Cheers. No, listen, I know you're busy, Andrea, but, well, welcome back. And I'm lucky out there today. Listen, given all the turbulence of the last few months, the shareholders are obviously quite shaken. And they're wondering... Well,
no, Mike. Let me just stop you there. I got out of that world for a reason. I don't want to go back to talking about investments and fiduciary duty.
Yep, no, I understand that. But look, the truth be told, I'm confiding in you. I don't know who else to turn to. The shareholders are getting spooked. We've tried talking to Devon, but, well, he's not a natural diplomat. With your return, it felt like there was now someone in the fold who understands the language of the boardroom. Hence me reaching out to you.
I did get the numbers that were sent over, but I'll be honest, I didn't look too closely. I figured it was a routine thing.
Unfortunately not. I fear Davidoff hid the financial truth from you. The team is living beyond its means. We need to cut costs, quite urgently, I must say. If not, there's talk of some kind of motion to pull funding.
Oh, for God's
sake. The future of Konnersport is at stake.
I spent years building this team up from nothing. How can you expect me to come back and immediately gut it?
Because soon there might not be a team at all. Look, I know you're sold out, but you might be the only one who can save it.
I'll think about it. Look, let me talk to my team, and we'll get back to you with a considered response.
Sure thing, Andrea. I'll send some details over to you, and thanks a lot for your time. Okay, bye-bye.
Wow. So they'll want Andrea to repurchase the team, or Konnersport could go under, you know? Even with all the money that they'll earn from P3 and the constructors, which is big, you know. Alright, so it's official. The Qatar GP has put to rest any remaining hopes of a Konnersport title charge in 2024. With one car out of the race and the other limping home after a puncture, today's result marks a season low for a team that promised so much early on. Ferrari, ever threatening, have at last pipped their closest rivals into second place, leaving Konnersport trailing in third. Andrea O'Connor was disappointed. What can you do, he said. We don't want to retire a car, we don't want to blow a tyre, we were capable of much more, but it wasn't our day. With a single race left in the calendar, the best Konnersport can hope for is reclaiming second place from Ferrari at Abu Dhabi. Has Devin Butler sunk Konnersport? The loss of Ackerman cost the team its title chances. I know we're not supposed to say it, I know it's insensitive, but at some point we have to face up to the truth of what really happened at Konnersport. The team was truly in its ascension when Davidoff Butler was still alive. Ever since his son Devin Butler took the reins at Butler Global and inherited Konnersport to boot, the F1 team's fortunes have been steadily on the decline. Yes, this is about the firing of a competent principal in Kasper Ackerman, but it's about more than that. It's about the culture such a decision embodies. It speaks to rash decision-making and panic. It speaks to ego and arrogance. It speaks, in other words, to Devin Butler himself. Wow, that is a scathing article. Jesus. Wow. Alright. Hey Andrea, oh, so we got one from Casper. Hey Andrea, just a quick one from me. Would you do me a big favour, please? I'm probably worrying for no reason, and she probably doesn't even need anything, but please keep an eye on Callie for me. Just before I left, I set up a few things for her arranged by the team. Please keep them going for me too. Thanks so much, have fun. Yikes. Former Formula 1 driver. So, Devin put a post out. Did he? I want to see. It's not there. Never mind. Next chapter.
Hey, boss. Got another
The board.
one for you.
Butler Global's board have told us that Konnersport are not financially solvent. They've provided numbers which make grim reading. They've asked for the team to make some cutbacks to get the finances under control. How would you like to deal with this? I don't like it, but making some choice cuts may keep them off our back for a while. I'll contact Devin to get him to agree to something that isn't too destructive. Let's stall. Let's see how the situation plays out. Don't rule anything in or out. I don't want to make any rash decisions here. Yeah, let's stall. We might even be fine. Like they might just be lying, you know. All right. With Konnersport's hopes of a world championship now dashed, former team principal Kasper Ackerman watches the season finale in Abu Dhabi from the comfort of his home.
Once again, it's Max Verstappen, champion of the world. Red Bull, brilliant celebrations for...
Well, that didn't last long. And that's the end of the 2024 season. He's got a nice looking house though, I'll say that. And this will be Devon.
You know, I'd sacrificed so much for Formula One. I wouldn't have played it any other way, but Lily was growing up fast. And I'd already retired once.
Oh, he's not coming back, is he?
For Callie just to keep myself busy. And, well, before I knew it, I was team principal at Konnersport, and it just took over my life again. I think with F1, I was an addict.
Dad, you ready?
And I was missing more birthdays, school.
He's gonna say no. I mean, good on him.
Really important stuff. So, yeah, I think Devon did me a favor. For once, I felt I was exactly where I needed to be.
Wow, let's go. Yeah, fair play, fair play. That's what he should be doing. With the disappointing end to the 2024 season now firmly behind them, Konnersport look to start their 2025 season in a similar fashion to the last, with a strong start at the inaugural race in Melbourne. Wow. And Andrea's still there. Okay.
Hey, boss, got a couple of minutes.
Turns out Harmonia have been found guilty in court. It's a bit of an example of how to run a prosecution. Looks like it's going to be a landmark case. We were hoping that this would all go away with a not guilty verdict, but there's going to be a hefty fee and the potential of jail time. The press are already asking for us to comment. We're Konnersport planning a sponsorship deal with them. How do you want to handle this? We'll have to downplay it, because if we deny it, they'll find out sooner or later. They always do. It's the media. Anyway, let's wait for any phone calls. Connor's confident. I'm waiting for a phone call. There we go.
Hey, Devon.
Andreo, we're slower than Red Bull.
In qualifying, yes. Let's actually get into a race first, though, no? Race pace is a different beast.
When will we have our first upgrade package? We need to take the fight to Red Bull early so we're not chasing our tail.
Soon, Devon. We're working on it.
Work quicker. Got to take another call. Bye.
Wow. He's basically becoming Davidoff, but a worst version somehow. Ackerman, a final farewell. After a long and storied career in Formula One as both a driver and team principal, Casper Ackerman will be notably absent for the 2025 season after announcing his permanent retirement from the sport. This despite much speculation over the winter break concerning the possibility of Ackerman returning to the paddock in some capacity, after what seemed to be a hasty decision on the part of Devon Butler to remove the Konnersport principal during the tail end of the 24 season. While the team dwindled in the standings over the latter half of last year's championship, most individuals I spoke to in the paddock do not lay the blame for this at Ackerman's feet, seeing him as more of a victim of circumstance after the passing of Davidoff Butler, a tragedy that had an undeniable effect upon Konnersport for the remainder of the campaign. It was this sentiment that appeared to spur talk of a potential Ackerman return, though yesterday's announcements put an end to the rumours. Wow. Yeah, so Ackerman's not coming back. Alright. Check the emails. I'll be heading straight to the paddock as soon as I land. Call me when you see this. Lots to discuss. Alright, Devon will be there. Alright. Oh god, this guy needs to go away. Alright. Well, guys, that is the end of this episode of F1 25 Breaking Point 3. I did want to get the 2024 season completely out of the way, which we've done. So now it's just going into the 2025 season. Whether or not we finish the game next episode, we'll see. But yeah, that'll be tomorrow night, or, well, if you're British, tonight, because it is 2:30 in the morning. So yeah, really interesting. I genuinely think the writing is so much better, and I'm genuinely excited to see what else goes on in the 2025 season as we see Konnersport most likely reach the top. I highly doubt there's going to be a Breaking Point 4, but who knows? Who knows? I hope not. I hope we get a new story, because the next game is going to be covering 2026 regulations, whole new cars. I feel like having something completely new will be nice. But anyway, guys, cheers for watching. I'll see you all next time. Peace.